There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Little read option, the end result, the first down, so a good read.
And the way teams are running it nowadays, they've added variety to it. You know, the original way was you read the defensive end. If he crashes down, you pull it and you go. Now they may not even block that person, may end up reading the linebacker, may read the cornerback, just depends on how they want to block it up. In any case, this worked well for them.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's airing it out for Williams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back north. Galley. Don't let Galley.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Packers at 15-1 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
You got 58.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On play action, Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this was all about letting the offense just get settled in.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
2nd down, Mayfield. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play fake. Mayfield steps away. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game,
and Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Charles Harris in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Van Jefferson. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. Looking for the crossing route, and he's got Mitchell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Mayfield off the play fake. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
They've got his man complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they have been seeking.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Baker Mayfield scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Lions have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, 88. Get 300. Get 300. Good. Hey, 626. Zip.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep is DJ Chark. It's taken to the 26. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throw left side complete. That's right.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
1st down, Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 11. On play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
We are going.
They'll try the right side with Jones. Room here to run. Touchdown, Packers.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones
with career touchdown number 70.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Packers pick it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On 2nd down, it's Jones.
146 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Pass complete. Now race for the marker.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise.
And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Now from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The second half starts with a carry by Jones.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones. Finding space at the 40.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play, because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Now Rodgers, a free play.
That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty mark. Is on the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now Rodgers.
That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Right now, you got 58.
They run it again with Hill. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now Rodgers on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
And sometimes pride wins, doesn't it? Because, yes, they're getting steamrolled here right now. They're down big, and they're going to try a fake field goal against them. Yeah, I'm not supposed to root, but good for them for stopping that one and showing that they haven't given up on this game.
Yeah, I just can't believe, though, that they tried the fake with this wide of a margin up that big. But like you said, kudos to the D.
Yeah, if the blood wasn't bad before,
it is now.
It might have started that way now.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. A throw over the middle taken in. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And that'll be caught by St. Brown.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On play action, Rodgers. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. The offense on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And it's a Packers touchdown. Allen Lazard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Swift. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Chris Barnes. But with this advantage, this defense knew the passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 11 more on that one and another first down. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Mayfield down.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes. Might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Green Bay,
they finish off one of the best regular seasons of all time, 16-1, their final record.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Lions,
it's a tough loss to take as they'll finish things off at 9-8.
But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure.